Hello, everybody. This is Yell Valor Prestige versus the Trashcans. We're just waiting on one more person, and if he doesn't come by the time it starts, we'll off from there. So right now we have Valor Prestige, and then will be SM Trojan, Dog Thanatos, Tracer, Edgar Allan Poe, Louis, and non-credit Colt for Trashcans. You have Headrammer. You have Headrammer, we have Basic, you have Destruction, Retributionist, Vortex, and Royal in for their startings. I have with me General No Nips. So what do you think?
It's been a while.
Go ahead.
Oh, just saying, it's been a while since I've been around here, you know? Used to do these all the time. Bring back memories of old seasons.
So, what do you think? What do you expect? See people run from Eichenwald?
Well, Eichenwald's one of my favorite maps. I do love watching. I do love watching and playing on Eichenwald. From the attack. I'm not surprised if I don't see maybe like a Pharah here or something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised to see like a Pharah on the attack. But there's lots of things. I mean, you know, some people still think Goats is gonna live forever, so we might see some Goats. Who knows? See, so our map pool this week is we've got Eichenwald, Busan, and Anubis, correct?
Yep, and you may be wondering why the map icon on the left for Busan is showing Hanamura. That's just some updating issues that we're worried about.
Oh, see, I just thought Overwatch went over like a drastic change or something. Busan was now Hanamura, and like Symmetra was back in the support category or something, and I was having a midlife crisis at 21 years old.
All the new people are no. I'm just gonna. You want to see Headrammers are ready, and just make double check, and I want to check on them.
I think they're all good to go. I believe they said something earlier. They were good, but I'll double check real fast. So we're coming into this, and the let's see, we've got Valor Prestige sitting at 6-1 atop the leaderboard. Meanwhile, the Trashcans at 4-3, trying to fight for a playoff spot right now. You know, this win could. We're getting into the to the end here. This win could really seal it in. And Headrammer says they are ready. So I think if you're ready, I'm ready to get this started.
Let's get this map started. Week 8 of CPL.
Traveling to Eichenwald.
Oh man, these allergies gonna kill me.
I'm so glad I got rid of mine last week. I haven't died, but
all right, so we've got the Trashcans on attack first here, and let's see if my predictions may be right here. I mean, even though I'm part of the casting duo No Aim and No Brain with Skate, you know, my brain is fairly large.
So what we have so far, nobody has obviously picked yet, as we're still waiting for them to assemble their heroes, but so many things you can do with this map, and each point is so completely different.
Ready for battle.
Looks like,
and here we go.
It looks like we're gonna have SM Trojan on the Sombra, Dog Thanos on the Lucio, Tracer on Pharah, Edgar Allan Poe on Mercy, Louis on Winston, and non-credit Colt on Diva. And so pretty much a really strong Mercy, a far Mercy dive comp. On the Trashcan side, we have Headrammer on the Ana, Basic on Lucio, Destruction on Ryan, Retributionist on Hog, Vortex on the Hanzo, and Royal on the Zarya.
So on this attack, we've got a little bit of the a 3-2-1 comp. Let's see how they can deal with the Pharah, but there's mainly this defensive dive. Not much something you really see that much anymore with the meta as it was. Not much Hog either you really see, so excited to see some Hog gameplay.
Oh yeah, me too. Especially
Right now we got some... oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. After you.
We got just Trashcans just slowly moving to the point here, and now we see Louis diving in. Edgar Allan Poe's gonna fall really quick, but Louis gonna take out Retribution, and there's just a battle on point right now with Farah just raining in bullets. Vortex is gonna take out Tracer, and we're gonna see it's just pick for pick at this point. And next pick could easily decide this one.
Ooh, Ryan gets hacked.
We're gonna get that second tick for the Trashcans. Let's see if Valor's gonna try to contest. Here comes Louis on the Winston, and they are just gonna be cleaned up fairly fast. It takes about roughly a minute there for Valor to take, or not, for the Trashcans to take this first point. I'm highly expecting some switches on the side of Valor, but Trojan does have that EMP.
Yeah, EMP is one of, in my opinion, if not the strongest ult in the game. You can do so many things with it. My guess is because
and on the attacking side, for the Trashcans here, we've got that Hanzo Dragon, but everyone, all 6 EMP. And is there going to be the follow-up, though, is the question. And it looks like Retribution's on a tear right now, taking out 2, gonna get a 3rd.
I think what
they can make it 4.
I think what they may have been going for on the side of Valor Prestige was going with the EMP, and Tracer was really close to his barrage, so maybe would have saw a barrage EMP, but Tracer got taken down pretty early that fight.
Can we make a petition that Tracer can only play Tracer? Because that's really confusing. I was like, wait, Tracer's got barrage? What? I was thoroughly confused for a second. Alright, so now we're on that bridge. This is prime boot territory. I would not be surprised to watch maybe Dog come in here and see what they can do. They went for it, but does not look like it does anybody. Tracer's going to get a nice little 2K there. So we're going to see Valor come and take the point back. Tracer's going to get a 3rd. And here comes Non-Credit and Louis just trying to dive the remaining targets. Louis just giving him some nice little tickles, but I don't think enough to kill anybody. So think they will back off.
Tracer switches to Ashe. So
Ashe still one of those heroes, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Ooh. Trojan's gonna get hooked by Retributionist, and then nice little fist there, a little punch. Louis just trying to intimidate some people. Ooh. Alright, there's the Graviton Surge and the Dragon coming in. The deadliest combo in the game, almost. And Louis is going to just try to push people off the point. Trojan's going to take out Destructionist, though. We see, it looks like several people still alive on both sides. But now you've just got, the spawn advantage coming for Valor, and I think that's going to be it. You're going to see Tracer rezzed and then chase down Vortex and Royal. So 2 minutes and 27 seconds left on the side of the Trashcans to get that second point. And let's see, they're just still sticking with what they started with. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. They do have that nano on the Ana. And from the Ana, and Retribution does have his whole hog.
I think the only switch that's been made this whole entire game was Tracer switching for the Valor attack. So.
And there's the EMP, it's everybody!
Another huge EMP. Oh! Destruction falls off.
Trojan's gonna take out Destructionist, and it doesn't look like they need too many. Henrammer did pop the nano boost in that fight. but they are still going to have to back up. Henry just pumping every bullet that he has into just anybody, trying to keep people alive, and just it's not going to work.
One thing you may not know about the trash can. Oh, nice pick from Vortex. What I was about to say is, right now for the trash cans, this is.
And we have a dragon.
This is
going
a
straight in the
fairly.
air.
This is a fairly new, newer team, or players for them. They've, I think, gone through a couple different rosters this season so far.
Dog Thanatos with a boop on destruction is off the map. Non-Critical's gonna get 2 kills with the self-destruct, and Louis gonna knock off Headrammer there. And that's gonna be not quite a team wipe, because Vortex was killed earlier on, but we almost heard the gong there. So you're looking at 43 seconds left for the trash cans. They do have Earth Shatter and Sound Barrier from basic left. However, Edgar Allan Poe does have Valkyrie, and Dog Thanatos also has Sound Barrier.
And Trojan is really close to the EMP, about to get it.
So we will see what they can do here. Retribution is looking for a hook on the top. There's EMP, all 6 people again. These insane EMPs. Louis is going to get 2. Non-Credit's going to get a 3rd. And there's the Sound Barrier. Shatter's not going to get anybody. It looks like just desperation trying to get on the point. And we have Lucio, or Basic, just bouncing around. And he's just going to get zapped by Louis' little tickle gun. And that is the attack there for Trash Cans.
Very good hold on Valor Prestige's side. But at the first point, kind of had me worried there because they got down, or they had gone taken down pretty quickly there.
Now they did start with the defensive dive, which is I will give them credit. Defensive dive, not a thing we see all too much. So I'm feeling. My brain's working, and if I had to place a bet, I'm going to say if they ran defensive dive, they're going to run attack dive.
Probably, but you never know.
Alright, 6 seconds till we figure out here.
2, 1. Let's see. Looks like they probably will. If everything's staged, I'll go with the defense first. Headrammer on Mercy, Basic on the Zen, Destruction on the Arisa, Retributionist on the Hog, Vortex on the Bastion, and Royal on the Mei. So it's like they're going for a very strong bunker comp with this one. And if everything stays on the attacking side, we have SM Trojan on Genji, Doc Thanatos on the Lucio, Tracer on, of course, Tracer, thank God. Edgar Allan Poe on Zen, Louis on the Winston again, and Non-Critical on the Debo. What were you saying before I interrupted you?
I was going to say chat should have clipped that one. That should be the #1 play. I don't get many things right, but and when I do, it should be the #1 play. The CGL, which don't forget to submit your top plays if you ever get one. Tracer already going around on point, trying to be a little sneaky there. See if see what they can do. Running around that car, going on the Bastion. They're all going to die. That's very coordinated on the Bastion. Royal's going to fall early. So does Vortex. And now it's just chaos here. And this could be bad for the Trash Cans, and it is absolutely bad. That was a very well executed dive for Valor. This team is Valor right now with that coordinated dive there is just showing you why they could be the #1 team in the CDL.
Yeah, right now they are tied for first with the Throne right now. So both really good teams. Both teams are 6-1 this season, and right now Valor's showing you why that is.
Louis already going in to get a little extra damage, but now we see Destruction has swapped over to the Winston also, so that it looks like he and Royal's swapped over to the Brig, so we see a couple swaps to maybe stop the dive here. Tracer takes out Royal and Trojan takes out Headrammer, and Poe takes out Vortex, and it's just all blue in the kill feed on this attack round.
Oh,
4 minutes and 48 seconds left, and it's slowly getting there. Louis getting in a high ground position just to see what he can do up there. He's gonna get hooked, and there's the Primal Rage coming out. See if he can knock anybody off with that. We see the Eva Bomb coming out. The Retribution is going to take out Tracer with the Whole Hog. And also get Dog Thanos trying to bring this back. And Edgar out now closing for that, especially so. And here comes the Blade on the side of Valor. Ooh. Help me with Genji's.
what?
I'm trying to remember Genji's
Dragon Blade.
technical name for his Dragon Blade. That's what it. Yes. Not remember that one. Almost like it's in the name.
It's something you wouldn't. Oh, my bad. Did not mean to press that. I'm so sorry about that.
Alright, so now we've got some more swaps again. Trojan is on the Hanzo, and Tracer has now gone to the Pharah. Vortex is... So the Trash Cans do not have anything to counter Tracer on that Pharah. Might have a field day here, getting a pocket from Edgar Allan Poe. And they're just... Trash Cans are just trying to hide against that door. But Dog Thanos is up top on the wall, just looking for a boot, it looks like.
Right now,
There's the
Tracer.
sound barrier.
Tracer already at his AM. Or at his, not as AM, but as Barrage.
Off the map by the Lucios. And Retribution is going to take out the alting Pharah.
Tracer.
And Dog Thanos is going to get another boop on Retributionist.
Tracer got his Barrage in just only one fight. Shows you the power of Pharah.
Name's McCree.
Trojan is now over onto the McCree. Tracer's over onto the Ash. 2 minutes and 34 seconds left, and they just gotta go a couple meters here, really. If you're Valor.
Right now, ults. For ults, we have Edgar Allan Poe. Oh. Ooh, then the nice
Great
Eva Bomb
play there
for
by
non-credit Cole.
and Louis. Louis there popping the Primal Rage, looping around Destruction on that Reinhardt so he cannot block it, and it's just making nice little 2 kills on the Diva Bomb. Great teamwork there. Non-credit Colt, meanwhile, going to get 3 kills there.
Take that 4.
Is still on point, and Lucio's not able to touch fast enough, and then it's going to be Valor Prestige taking the quick 1-0.
Very nice job from Valor Prestige there. Had me worried a little bit on the very first attack that Trash Cans did. It was a very quick fight.
Our play of the game here from Trojan on the Genji on that first attack that they got so quick. Little deflect action, and then another dash, and non-credit Colt with 77% kill participation, but meanwhile Louis with 15 jump pack kills.
Someone needs
And
to show how it's done.
we'll be going to a really quick intermission, so stay with us.
See if they got any swaps.
Welcome back. Week 8 Valor Prestige. This is the trash can. So far, if you have just joined us, Prestige won the first map on Eichenwald. We're just double checking to see if everything is good to go on this second map of Busan. What's your opinions on Busan?
We're gonna have. You know, I don't like King of the Hill, so that's my opinion on Busan. And it looks like we're gonna be swapping Edgar for Sneaky.
Okay.
I can message Headrammer real fast. Isn't Busan the one where you can do the karaoke or something like that?
Oh yeah. It is. I don't know the map names of or the individual map names on Busan. I haven't got to know it that well.
Man, people keep talking about like delete Brig, you know, all that out of the game. Like, no, delete King of the Hill. What we need.
I don't know.
Trash cans are ready.
I mean, or is Prestige ready? Do you know?
I believe they are. They just told me to make a swap, and I did, so I think they would be ready after that. I will ask them though.
Good to double.
All right.
Louis
says they are ready.
Okay, so we second map of Busan.
I like the good old days. I like King of the Hill only if it's the good old days when you had to win 3 points.
See, I was never there for that. I joined season 7. So I never got to experience what you would call the good old days.
Yeah, those reverse sweeps, man. Alright, so we are keeping the red is still the trash cans. We're not swapping sides or anything quite yet. And the blue is Valor Prestige. Prestige worldwide. So what are we expecting? It worked so well on the attack there. Are you expecting some more dive?
I'm betting there's going to be more dive in this. I'm betting you there will be more dive.
Ready.
If there isn't, I'll be surprised. Looks like we
Let's see
will
what
have.
Sneaky here will take.
Right now, for trash cans, we have Headrammer on Ana, Basic on Lucio, Destruction on the Rhine, Retributionist on the Roadhog, Vortex on the May, and Royal on the Diva. We're going to have SM Trojan on the Reaper, Dog Thanos on Lucio Tracer on the Sombra, Sneaky Test on the Mercy, and we will have Louis on the Winston, and non-credit Cole on the Diva. That surprised me. Reaper pick kind of surprises me a little bit, but
so there's already the hack in there, and Trojan is now just going in, but gonna get antied from Headrammer, and gonna slowly back up there. Now we see Trash Cans first to come to the point They have that May, so they can, you know, wall somebody off here. Non-credit Colt gonna get hooked by Retributionist and taken out of mech already. Trojan's gonna fall to basic. Here comes Louis, trying to get somebody, but doesn't look like they're gonna get anybody in the end. Vortex is chasing him down on that May, and that will be point captured first for the Trash Cans. I would expect some swaps, but I also said that on Eichenwald, so I've been wrong. Headrammer already has that nano boost, and Vortex has the Blizzard. So we will, and there is the hack from Tracer, and it's everybody again except minus Headrammer there, I believe, that's out of it. Louis is gonna get 2. And now it's the move to point. Louis gives Primal Rage, and Trojan sleeping on the point, but meanwhile, Valor Prestige has both their support ults still up. And
also,
that is just about.
We had
Royal gonna get 2 though.
We also had a switch on SM Trojan switch from the Reaper to the Hanzo. So
Already got that ult, and just threw it in there. The point never swapped there. I honestly thought it would have with all those picks. And Trojan's gonna take out Royal Killer's mech, but there's Dog Thunder to finish off Royal. But I think it's too little, too late. See Destruction pop in the Earth Shatter, and then Retribution's gonna hook Lucio there. And this is some good staggering from the side of Trash Cans.
Retributionist is doing work on the Roadhog right now.
Tracer gonna try to touch there. Will be able to touch, but EMP gonna EMP all 6, but not quite everyone's there. The Diva Bomb does not hit anyone. And there's the Blizzard perfectly on point to cover the whole area. It's gonna be tough to touch. Sneaky is gonna touch. Retribution is gonna take out Trojan. Louis on the point gonna get pinned by Destruction, and it's just all red in the kill feed right now. Minus, you know, Dog getting another boot doing Lucio things.
I think that will be it.
Tracer swapped over to that Hammond, but too little, too late. 100-0 in favor of the Trash Cans.
That's a completely different story than what we saw in the very first map.
Ready for battle.
Now we have on the second map, Louis looks like he might be switching to the Rhine. Trojan switching to McCree,
Right,
and Credit Colt switching to the Zarya.
so we're moving to the second map here with this giant drum. Skate, if you are in the chat, correct me. Is that a pagoda that I see?
5,
Where at?
3,
Oh, the drum?
Are these pagodas? I think. Yeah, like the buildings. Skate tried to teach me things whenever we used to cast together.
I have.
So Dog Thanatos has gone over to the Ana, and Sneaky has gone over to the Lucio.
We also have
that
Vortex
is indeed
on
a
the
pagoda.
Reaper.
So we still see 3 tanks from the Trash Cans. Retribution is just the hook accuracy is through the roof. And the just these antis from Headrammer also quite insane. Looks like that's gonna be the Trash Cans are gonna be able to cap this. Need more goats? I don't think we need more
That's
goats.
the
I mean, I personally like goats.
I mean, it
Alright, so
is kind of a
percent
goat,
ticking up
but
there.
Not really.
Yeah, it's a
It's a form of goats, you could say.
15% for the Trash Cans, and Louis is 94 to that Earth Shatter already. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that maybe pop this fight. And there it is, right there. Doesn't look like it quite got a whole lot of people. And right now, Vortex is a little bit separated, but now it's coming in. Non-credit Colt gonna get nano boosted there. Oh, and the boop.
Ooh!
The boop on the ulting Reaper.
I think Valor is going to be able to take this over.
So the trash can build up percent to about 46. We see non-credit. Non-credit has that graviton surge, and Trojan has the rocket barrage. So it's a nice little combo there. Now on the side of the trash cans, you have 4 ults. There could be lots of Y buttons pressed this fight.
It's quiet time.
Ooh, Headrammer almost
Everyone's
going
gonna need
down.
a Y counter.
That's 2.
There is the sound barrier, and we see the
Vortex
Arissa's-
taking on Trojan.
and the point did flip there.
3.
The trash cans were able to take it.
That was 3 ults used on the sides of the trash cans. Oh,
Meanwhile, now the alt economy has flipped. So Valor Prestige does have 3 alts currently. The Dragon Strike, or the Dragons, and the Rocket Barrage, and the Graviton Surge.
I'm guessing.
I'm also concerned about Imagine playing Hog in 2019. I would not have expected that, but it is working out quite well, especially against this Reaper.
My guess is that
Oh, well,
they're probably going to be going for a graph. Garage. Oh, but it's eaten.
and it's gonna get eaten by Royal. Royal was ready for it. What a big play!
Who said? Ooh.
99% here for the trash cans. Let's see if Valor can flip it though. Non-credit's gonna take out Headrammer. I believe so. Louis has switched over to the Hammond now, off that Rhine.
Right now,
So
the ult
40% and counting for Valor right now.
remember, trash cans have to win this in order to keep
See through the dragons.
it alive. This match alive. In order to win, they have to win this.
Vortex does have the Deadeye coming out. He gets high noon, but gonna get ulted. Just the dragon coming across the point.
Ooh, nice pick from
Tracer's gonna take out
Tracer.
Vortex. And now they're all charging in that room. 72%. Valor is this is becoming one fight territory. Retribution is gonna just try to jump off and reset there. See who trash cans can get to touch here. It's gonna be probably Royal. They do have 90%, so they have time. It's no super rush, but now they need to start rushing. There is a sound barrier coming out from Basic, and Retribution is gonna be asleep right now. It's gonna be a great time.
Basic
We're gonna
going
probably
down
see-
though. Tracer or Vortex going down.
Dog Thanatos gonna fall to the Diva Bomb, but Louis gonna take out Destruction's ult there. Not gonna credit Colt, and ooh, it's just that was a bad ending there.
Like to say hi to Poppin in the chat. I see you over there. And Truth.
Ready for battle.
Just like in training. Visualize, then execute.
All right, so we go into the third map here. Tied 1-1, but Valor has the 1-0 lead in the series. And we see Vortex go back onto that Mei. So Trash Cans really do enjoy themselves some 3 tanks.
Looks like we are actually gonna see some goats come out today. Coming from
This is some
Valor
standard goats
Prestige.
too. See where they're trying to take here. Trash Cans have already gone onto the point. Louis is there now, just trying to do something. But May's gonna nice wall, fantastic wall from Vortex, and to split them off. And then the anti-nade from Headrammer. Headrammer, these anti-nades from Headrammer have just been magnifique.
What do you think
All right,
about that?
so Trash Cans are going to be the first to claim the point.
It looks like we're gonna have some swaps over on Prestige's sides. SM Trojan to the Widow, Tracer to the Pharah, and Louis over to the Winston, and Dog Thanatos over to the Mercy.
So now they're basically just saying, you know, we're gonna bring out our Pharah again, but see, the Trashcans have not really been phased by that. They've just kind of been letting them do whatever. They're gonna. This is a smart move. Bunker up in this corner here, so that Pharah cannot hurt you. Trashcans were playing this extremely well.
Oh yeah.
And if you try to dive them, I mean, they're all right there. And there's Retributionist with just 2 more hooks. Headrammer does have Nano Boost. Basic has Sound Barrier, so we could see, you know, the best thing in the game, a Nano Lucio. And Vortex has the Blizzard to throw down on point. Tracer has Rocket Barrage, so might be seeing that. There it is, there's the Rocket Barrage. Not gonna get anybody.
But it
Sound Barrier will come out. And there's the Blizzard. And it's gonna get 2. And meanwhile, Retributionist is nanoed and just pushing people off this map.
But what you didn't see is Trashcans used 4 ults that fight just to hold it. And
so 85%. Trojan has now gone over to the Junkrat. That is a smart move the way the Trashcans are playing this. To just so you can just spam down in that corner that they're holding in. Non-credit Colt gonna go out of mech already. And there's Louis coming out with Primal Rage, trying to boot people into the bomb there. We see the Junkrat tire coming out,
but he gets
Louis gonna take
picked
Destruction out. And there's the Sound Barrier from Sneaky. Really, Valor investing everything, and I mean you have to at this point, into this fight to try to win it. And I think they're going to be able to right now. It's just kind of basic left there. The point will flip. 99% built up on the side of the Trashcans. Destruction has now gone over to the to his Winston of his own. Retributionist does have that whole hog. And other than that, Tracer has the Rocket Barrage, and that's the only things we
will see Basic
right now,
having the Sound Barrier coming up right now. Louis is fairly close, and I think Trojan could probably get his ult this next fight too.
Tracer's gonna take out Retributionist, and Trojan
taking out
immediately there.
Nice. Not
the
close.
Damage from the Junkrat sometimes just too much.
The hunter lays a trap for his prey.
But we do still have Vortex. So Destruction has now gone over to the Reinhardt. Cannot decide which main tank he wants to play. Vortex has gone over to or has that Mei ult, and Royal has the Diva Bomb. So maybe we could see the Blizzard be thrown on point, and then maybe a nice old Diva ult to wipe everything up.
We have a tire coming out for
Trojan does
Trojan.
have the Rip Tire though. 70%. We're getting in just about last fight territory. There's the bomb gonna take out Sneaky, but Dog Thin is gonna fall from that. Valor have no ults no supports right now. Trojan's ult is gonna be put in the middle of the Blizzard and die. Louis is trying to boot some people off the map. He's gonna get Vortex, it looks like, by pushing him into the train. And here comes Sneaky. Here comes the 2 supports. Let's see if they can help out each other, and that's gonna be it. Dog is not gonna touch. Trashcans are gonna win to even this at 1-1.
Play of the game.
Play of the game from Tracer here with a couple kills with his the barrage there, and then some nice rockets gonna make Destruction just jump off the map.
Epic. Mission accomplished.
Epic. You made the right decision.
All right with both teams. So we will be back in a couple. Do not go anywhere. And we're back for week 8. Valor Prestige versus Trashcans. If you're just joining us right now, Valor Prestige won. The Trashcans are also tied up with this last map, or this last map with also one. Last map. What do you think that we'll be seeing?
Oh, it's okay. They just missed me say I like 2 CP, so they'll probably murder me anyways. The sides have swapped now, so the red side now is Valor Prestige, and the blue side is the Trashcans. Just so nobody gets confused there. On defense here, we got some bunker comp from the Trashcans, with Vortex on that Bastion, Destruction on the Orisa, Retributionist on the Hog, so that we've been seeing all game. Meanwhile, from the attack, I'm not sure what to expect. You got Tracer. Okay, there we go. Now it's a little more like you got Tracer on the Sombra. Dog Thanatos has gone over to the Mercy. Trojans on the Genji, and yep, they're just some dive. It's dive.
Zenyatta is here.
100% dive. Let's go into this last map. And what you saw, that may or may not have seen on the very first map on Eichenwald, Valor Prestige had a very, very clean dive, hopping onto that Bastion right away and being able to take him out, like, in almost instantly.
And it looks like it worked fairly well again, except Retribution is going to take out Tracer. And now non-credit Colt got hooked up. Retribution is trying to hold their own there and win this for the Trashcans. But that might be first point, honestly.
I think it will
Valor
be.
Prestige slowly moving to point.
Because right now, Valor Prestige does have spawn advantage on this very first point, so we're going to see Tracer.
And you already see them moving
up
into the second point.
Very aggressive on the side of Valor.
New defense point.
Retribution is really just trying to see where they can get a hook. But
Trojan,
everybody's quite going the opposite side of him.
Trojan right now behind them, sitting there with his Dragon Blade. See what he'll do with it.
And there's the guy
A little bit
and
too,
the Dragon Blade and everything.
a little bit too late though, as he's able to get a couple people with it.
Both support ult also coming out on the side of Valor. And I think that's honestly about the first mistake we've really seen from them, using both support ults at the same time.
I think though they
But
still
it-
will be able to take it. Unless there's something
And here
drastic
comes
happens.
here comes Retribution is on that Hammond to try to stall. Takes out Dog Thanatos. 62% right now for Valor. But here come the reinforcements. Basics is going to take out his counterpart on Sneaky there. And that could be it. However, still is 5 minutes and 47 seconds. Basics going to fall. But Vortex is over on that brig. It's got ult already. I believe they just swapped not too long ago. Headrammer swapped onto that Moira at 60% already. Retribution is about to have Hammond mines. And now we just see him on goats. The Trashcans have decided to go goats.
Honestly, in my opinion though, I don't know, at this level I don't really like more goats. Especially since it can be countered both by Ana and some other stuff that you can do. But for this, it might just work just fine up until they catch on.
Picks coming out on both sides, just everyone quite falling. Vortex can take out Tracer, but I don't think Valor's not gonna be able to quite do anything due to that spawn advantage, and then having a couple picks there. Oh boy.
One thing though is, what you may not have seen, is Trashcan used I'm pretty sure 3 ults in that fight. So, and it looks like, yeah, and Valor also switching to goats, so it's goats v goats right now.
And they have them made the swaps. It is now just standard goats versus standard goats complete. Just who can run it better. You got that Lucio Zen brig. There is the bomb from D.Va. Dunkirk Colt's gonna take out Vortex though. And here comes another D.Va bomb.
Louis looks like
We see this percent trying to slowly build up. There was Transcendence that did come out there. And Louis gonna come in and get a pin on Royal. And it looks like, if I had to say,
I think
I would go ahead and say that Valor's running the goats a little better.
yeah.
Basic doing all they can to stall there. They're gonna Valor Prestige gonna get that second tick though, and that's gonna be it. Three minutes and 38 seconds remaining on the side of Valor. Do you think we can see one of those games that goes, finishes 6-5 or something like that?
You know what? We might, and to be honest, I don't know if I actually would love to see that.
I mean, I would too, because, 2CP is greatest.
To be honest, I may or may not have. I can neither confirm nor deny my agreements with that, but I think you know what I mean.
You agree that 2CP is the greatest?
I can neither confirm nor deny. Looks like we might, unless there's any switches, we'll have SM Trojan on the Widow, Dog Thanatos on the Symmetra Tracer on the Bastion, Sneaky Test on the Lucio, Louis on the Orisa, and non-credit Colt on the Diva. I'm guessing though that Dog Thanatos will be switching over to a Lucio or something, or to another support is what I meant to say, and he does. Very nice use of the teleporter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna see that nice little tree house there.
We're gonna have
from Valor.
We're gonna have goats come out from Trashcans, but instead of a Diva, they run Retributionist on the Hog. He's been doing phenomenal work on this Hog. These 3 maps, or these 2 maps so far that we've seen him play it.
This is gonna be a tougher place for goats to work here, as that Bastion is gonna rain down any damage you try to touch him here. You try to touch the point. That Bastion's just gonna rain damage down on you.
Also, they have the Widow on the other side too, so you have to worry about both sides. To worry about the Widow on one side, and you'll have to worry about the Bastion on the other side.
Trashcan's just not sure what to do here. They want to touch the point, but if they do, they're going to get destroyed by the Bastion. And if they go on the other side, then they're going to get sniped by the Widow. And it's just it's toss-up. So right now, see if anybody's going to touch. They're going to give up the first tick, Valor is. Now here comes the Widow. To contest the point, it looks like. And we see some rotation now. The Bastion is on the Tracers on the high ground. Here comes the ult there. Non-credit Colt gonna take out Royal Killer, and Tracer's gonna take out Basic. But meanwhile, Destruction gets 2 with the swing of the hammer. And there's Retribution is just trying to bully people in the corner. Not quite gonna work. And we are gonna see the hold here for Valor.
Ooh,
2 minutes
Trojan
and
with the
17
early
seconds
pick.
left, and meanwhile Trojan just takes out Basic. Vortex is left alone in the room there. Diva's trying to chase him down. The Diva of non-credit Colt trying to chase him down. Vortex now has the high ground. But now slowly everybody else coming there, so the Goats has moved to the high ground.
Tracer is switched from the Bastion to the Junkrat, which I would say is a pretty good call on their part.
We do see the walls coming out there from Trojan on the Widow. And there is Transcendence coming out from Headrammer trying to win this fight. Royal's going to take out Louis. But Trojan's going to take out Royal. And ooh, nice little goof, but not going to get anybody. Non-credit taking out Headrammer. And here comes the Riptire.
We did see Trashcans use both ults at the same exact time. The same thing that Valor did on the very first, last point. So, it's a mistake there on their part.
60 seconds.
1 minute left for the Trashcans to get this point. 52 seconds more. But 57% is what they've built up so far. So they got to get 2 ticks still. Still keeping on that Goats too, but Vortex does have the Graviton Surge, and Destruction does have the Earth Shatter.
Ult advantage right now leading towards Trashcans, but as they use a rally and doesn't really go too much. And non-credit Colt eats that Vortex. Very nice job on his part there.
And there is the Earth Shatter from Destruction. I don't believe it really got anybody.
He didn't get anybody.
Louis just on the Winston trying to tickle some people there. Basic's gonna take out Trojan's Widow, but Trojan's immediately gonna get res there. Trashcans aren't able to touch the point now. This is an all-out brawl. Non-credit's taking out Royal, and we see Valkyrie coming out from Dog Thanatos.
Vortex about to go down. Good. All the ults come out, and it looks like it will be insane.
Victory.
Valor Prestige gonna take it 2-1 this series.
We're going to be going into intermission again as we go.
Play of the game.
Eventually into interviews. Post in the chat who you want to see for interviews, because I'm always up for that. So, like I said, we'll be going to intermission real quick. Valor Prestige 2 and Trashcans 1. Hey, welcome back. We have, or Louis, who's the captain of Prestige, have SM Trojan, who. So, what was preparation coming up to this game like for the last week?
Well, we had a scrim Saturday and to prepare for these maps, and we mainly, since the update came out, we mainly focus on dive right now, as you can tell, because I was playing a lot of Winston, and we were avoiding to play goats. So, but we pulled it out every now and then. But then they pulled out a May, so it was like, it's like whatever. But yeah, it was just scrims.
So with this new update, is Winston back? Is Dive back? Is that what I'm hearing?
I would definitely say he's back. I think that, I mean, Goats is definitely not dead, but I honestly believe that Winston is a better pick than Ryan at the moment, because speed boost is just very slow now, and Ryan's just easily punishable, and I don't know. There's a lot of things that Ryan can improve on with Ryan, because he's pretty much. I believe he's going to be pretty much useless, but he's. I don't know. Winston's probably a better pick, in my opinion. Definitely.
Also, we
The
don't know until
coordination we saw
Baptiste is
there.
live.
Baptiste, I think, is live possibly next week. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, next Tuesday is when he comes on. He comes on the comp next Tuesday. But until he is live, we don't really know exactly how well everything will work out. But with the dive, like, you can see how easily we could shred like bunker comps with Bastion, which is what a lot of people were considering going to be the next meta with the new bug fixes and changes and patch notes. But dive really made quick work of that. And obviously, it's like we won those fights handedly when we ran dive into bunker. But with Baptiste coming out, obviously it's going to be a whole different story. But I mean, at least right now, when Baptiste isn't out, but the patch notes are still out, or the patches are still out, I still think dive is a very strong and viable option.
Since you guys pretty much have a secured, fine, or pretty much you're set for the semifinals and all, who do you think your biggest competition?
I would say because I know these guys have a guaranteed spot. I believe. I would say Reincarnate. We haven't faced them, so we don't know what to prepare for. But I've heard very good things about them, and I know they're two main tank players, Delir and Immortal Ali or Rizaki, and they're very good and talented main tank players. So that'll be a tough team.
In general, do you have any questions?
I really don't. I was just kind of surprised to see so much Winston, but like you said, you believe the Winston commit is coming back. The defensive dive too is not a thing we've seen several seasons. I feel like, so I was excited to see that come out.
Hey, Trojan, Poppin wants to know if you're gonna carry him tonight.
I think I have to, yeah, probably.
Going to.
Sure, man. Party.
So does the chat have any other questions? So, what was the map that you were dreading the most going into this?
Oh, definitely Busan. I mean,
Sounds not
it's a
fun.
very Mecha base is a very indoor map, so we were countered pretty hard with Mei, and we weren't able to adapt very quickly with that. So I think we're going to try to work with that and try to work around Mei more often.
And the one thing I do want to say about Busan, I feel like do you feel like you have to give some credit there to the Trashcans for the way they played that? For the nice little bunker they made when they saw what you were running and decided, if we hide here from the Farah shots, and if we just hide in this nice little corner, they can't really dive us that hard either. I feel like that was a really good strategy there from the Trashcans.
When they captured point, they had a really good strategy to help hold and defend the point after after they've captured it for the first time. So on that third and final point, once we switched to Junkrat, it started being a more even playing field. But I mean, even after we had the double spam on the shields, we we only got to capture it after they got to 99%, and then once we got to 60, they captured it back just purely off of ults and stuff. So even though it was definitely a really good strat because we had to switch up a majority of our comp just in order to counter it. And by the time we made those switches and got the ultimates necessary online, they were already at 99. So yeah, that was a good call.
Yeah, and even dealing with the hog was even worse. Like that guy, he would hit hooks almost left and right, and he was very tough to kill all the time.
Their hog and their DPS did really well.
What do you think the best gain?
It really depends on the map, I would say, because quad DPS is really good against goats, but if you go on a map like King's Row, and there's not a lot of high ground, so it's not going to be too good against it. And I also believe, this is very debatable, but I also believe that Bastion's pretty good against goats, but Bastion can be easily punished if goats is played correctly. The Diva Matrix, the bubbles are correct, the speed boost is perfect, But if they manage the high ground with Bastion, then they can destroy goats. Same thing for quad DPS.
And through both just ladder play and scrims, both generic dive and Sombra dive or Sombra Pharah works incredibly well against goats. Sombra Pharah is one of our team's main comps that we run, and it works really well against goats. So Really, either just Dive, Sombra Fire, Quad DPS, or Bastion. Those are the 4 best comps depending on the map.
Any comments, shout outs that you like to give out?
I would shout out the Valor organization for taking good care of us, and shout out to George for being such a good owner. He recently picked up my PC team, so I'm very excited to play for the Valor organization on PC.
And also, I would also like to shout, because as you may or may not know, I also play for the T3 team, Valor organization. So
Yep, I know.
I know
Let's go
you
Valor,
know,
baby.
but if that is it, anything you like to add, General?
I think we've just about hit it all.
Okay. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Very good game.